I'm sorry.
These guys who play the three-card Monte, we all know they have the three cards, right? And if these little guys who can play the three-card Monte can have three cards, imagine those guys over there. They're over Wall Street, over Goldman Sachs. The benefits that we have, didn't come by accident. The benefits that we have came through the death of 146, mostly women. True? Triangle Shirtwaist Factor 5. So this is a memorial that we have in our office. Permanent memorial, right? With a whole lot of memorabilia about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factor 5. The PESH that we have, violence in the workplace, OSHA, workers' compensation, those benefits came because thousands and 10,000 miners died and fought for it. People died and fought for it. This is why we have these things here, to remind us where we're coming from. And that people struggle out in the cold, in the snow, in the heat, rally, rain, and what have you, to get what we have. I'm just going through this quickly. I use a larger version. You all have a copy of this. Work with me. We are just reminding you the compound interest. I'm putting a plug for the union, right? The compound interest that the union has, 7.42, is bigger than the rate of inflation right now. So for the past couple of years, right, we are keeping up. I'm going to show the reverse of this. But before I'm telling you this is an advantage. If you look down the contract that we just had, expand members' access to the union. So the executive director, Henry Garrido, right? Because he knows they want to get rid of the union, to get rid of the pension. Part of the negotiation was to say, look, we have to strengthen that relationship between the members and the union. Because if we strengthen that, we can protect our benefits. So that's part of it. I'm going to get a copy signed by the governor so that we can have it and show the members. So I'm just going to go through this quickly. One of the reasons why we are falling behind the three-card Monte, if you look on the dollar, let's Google it, the value of the dollar is going down, right? Since for the past 70, 80 years, it's almost to nothing, the value of the dollar. We get paid by money. We get paid what they call nominal pay. You get money by pay, not in relation to the cost of living. So if your pay is tied to something that's going down, you're going to go down too. So that's one of the reasons why our pay is a problem. The other thing, I'm saying this quickly, just to tie this, Brother Henry Garrido, not me, I was there, but I'm not the leader for the negotiation. Brother Henry Garrido, he has in here 100 bucks from 25 bucks to go to the education fund. This is not for fun. The reason for this, he wants you to take advantage of it. Why? Because in the 1970s and 80s, there was financial crisis in the city, and a whole lot of people got laid off. A whole lot of benefits were given up, right? The union rescued the city with a pension fund. You have heard about it. But the point is, many of the people came, I'm speaking quickly, many of the people came on at that time are now going to leave. Because 30 odd years, right, they are eligible for pension and retirement, and they're ready to leave. So a whole lot of position, managerial position and top position are going to go. So if they're going to go, you have to be prepared to take it, right? So what the executive director is doing is preparing us for that, but we have to do it. The other thing is doing some people who are just claiming to be managers, they are coming in the union to strengthen it, but some of them, you know, are actors, managers, so we have to be careful. So the point of this is to say, look, at this point in time, there was a crisis, right? The contract said there's an education piece for it. We have to take advantage of it. Many of us has, because of the local that we are in, many of us has masters already, many of us has bachelor. You follow what I'm saying? So you may just need a little one or two touch-up, right? You know, one or two little accounting thing. I put this in here to show you how we are being tricked. The same Koch brothers that we speak about, they have certain critical components of production that if you buy a shirt, they make certain things that you're going to use in it. So every time you buy something, right, they benefit out of it. So it's all a trick. You follow what I'm saying? So what we have put here is for you to read these things so you understand the contradiction and the conflict that we are in, right? So we just show you some of the products that they make. We give you a list of some of the products, not just to talk about it. You have it there, right? So you can see they are in gasoline, they are in paper product, they are in plastic, right? These sort of a thing. Let me just leave through this. I put in there, in the set that you have, some of the organizations that benefit directly from slavery, coming straight up. For example, Aetna. My insurance is Aetna. I'm banking with JP Morgan Chase. You know, I never know that these are the guys I'm still supported. You follow what I'm saying? So we are giving you this as a political logic for you to see just where we are. The other thing I put here is, look, and I'm saying this seriously, I'm not going much longer. And I'm not talking about slavery, I'm talking about the relationship. You remember we just said which was the important relationship. During slavery, the landowners owned the land. Then we said we are going to free the slaves, right? But the slaves had no land. So guess what? We use the court system to say, hey, look, we are going to charge you for vagrancy and send you back in prison, and then we use you, right? If you have no land, right, you are pawn to the system. So look now, this is why I put here. These guys, right, who own, right, so much land. I say if they own so much land, we won't be able to have anything, right? And we are dependent on them, right? So this is the reason why we put this, so we want you to read. Jeff. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett. Talk about Jeff. The records show that Jeff, I forget about Queen Elizabeth and those people. They have historical money that nobody knows. The records show that Jeff Bezos is the richest man right now. It's what the records show. The records show that Amazon just went over $1 trillion and it's right around $1 trillion. True? True. That's what we heard. Look, and we heard that Bill de Blasio and Cuomo not getting along. And for over a year, both of them were negotiating with Jeff to give the whole of Queens and give billions of dollars for the guy. I'm saying, where's the money for H&H? Where's the money for schools? Where's the money for this? The man gave away the money. So the money is there. Money is there. But you just give, and more money is still there. You follow what we're saying? So when we put this in here, it's just for you to, we all know it, but I just want to bring it in context to say, when these things are going on, right, it affects us. So if it affects us, who is to look out for us? Who is to look out for us? We. Is de Blasio going to look about us? How do we look about us? We have to go in the struggle. Did any of us go out there? We didn't know for one, because they were negotiating secret. You follow? So I'm not blaming us. But all I'm saying, right, that we will be in the hole if we do not look about our own interest. Looking about our interest is not just by talking about it. Looking about our interest is doing something about it. The brother said, Karl Marx said, look, philosophers have always interpreted the world. The point, however, is to change it. And we can only change it if we know what's going on, know the trick that we are in, and be prepared not to ask people to make the sacrifice for us, but we have to make it.
What's that?
Can I stop here? Right? So when we come back next time, I will carry this, because once we reach a point that we recognize that we have to be our own salvation, our own liberator. That's not me. That's Philip Randolph or Frederick Douglass, right? We have to go up there and defend ourselves.